The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are making a very intriguing signing with edge rusher Haason Reddick, formerly of the New York Jets, also played in Philadelphia and the Carolina Panthers, Arizona Cardinals as well. Now, this is a big-time signing. It's a one-year, $14 million deal, and the reason I like this so much is because when you look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers from last season, they ranked about 19th in terms of QB sack percentage. They needed someone to come off the edge and apply pressure to the quarterback. And we all know, as football fans, the most important thing in the NFL is getting pressure on the quarterbacks and obviously protecting your own quarterback. Now, you look at this play here. Does a great job using his speed, obviously lined up outside that tackle, giving him enough space to be able to utilize that. Now he's going to use his right arm to kind of push back that outside shoulder of the tackle, and then he's gonna bend around him and then fight through a holding, right? I mean, this should have been called a holding all day, but ends up getting this sack anyway. Now, in this video, what I wanted to do specifically was break down who Haason Reddick is, what he adds, and why I believe this will be a good signing for them in the long run. Only a one-year deal. Kind of a prove-it type of deal. They did lose, or are potentially losing, Anthony Nelson in free agency, and Joe Tyrone Okina, I believe his name is. So Haason Reddick is a much needed depth player and maybe even a day one starter. Now in 2024, only played in I believe 9 games, maybe 10, but ultimately was a guy that, when you go back to his time in New York, or Philadelphia, excuse me, he was actually really good in both stopping the run and getting pressure on the quarterback as well. He's one of those guys that will do whatever it takes to win a game, will do whatever it takes to get through a block, will do whatever it takes to make a tackle. This is a relentless type of player with a very high motor, is productive in the running game, but is really productive in terms of getting to the quarterback, creating pressure, and making the time of a quarterback, their life in the pocket, a little bit more difficult, maybe forcing some bad throws, forcing some bad decisions. As you see here, does a great job getting off the edge, fighting through, and then ultimately getting a tackle here on James Conner. Love it. Now again, go back to 2023. When he was with the Eagles, he actually was the 36th best edge defender in football. Look at the explosiveness off this play. You're going to see pre-snap motion for the tight end on a crackback block, trying to hand the football up the middle to Kenneth Walker. Watch him explode, right? They're going to slide the offensive line inside. Noah Fant's responsibility is Haason Reddick. Explodes off the edge and ends up getting a tackle in the backfield for a loss of a yard. Again, Haason Reddick is a guy who can be productive in multiple different areas when it comes to run defense, pass defense. Back in 2023, he had 13 sacks, and PFF does it so if you get a half a sack, they just count it as a sack. So 13 sacks, 21 total tackles, 1 forced fumble, and overall was just a menace in, again, multiple different spots for the Eagles defense. Now, real quickly, guys, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, join the family if you're new because it is free, it doesn't cost anything, and we will be breaking down the Tampa Bay Buccaneers throughout the entirety of this offseason. They just had a great year, and now they're adding some defensive players that can really help them out. I mean, look at the disengagement here from him. Gets involved in a block, goes right by him, and ends up making a tackle in the backfield. Again, I like Haason Reddick for this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, adding some more depth off the edge. Probably in this 3-4 type of defense, he's going to be able to play a lot and probably play a lot right away as he gets a one-year, $14 million contract to be here. So again, I think this is a great deal. Tampa Bay was already one of the best run defenses in football. Now adding a guy who can get to the quarterback on top of that, who ranked 19th in terms of sack percentage, is an upgrade. So guys, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, join the family, turn on post notifications if you're new. It is free. And with that being said, I just see as well, they got Chris Godwin back. So that's a big time signing as well. Tampa Bay starting off free agency with the bang.